three-star writer, what do you have to do? Ooh, look, I've got a few hands up, but I need some more. Thinking hats on. What does a three-star writer do? Are we thinking? I see lots of hands going up. Hi, tell Mrs. Karen what a three-star writer does. They use spaces. So here's our three-star writing. Oh, this is our reminder. A three-star writer leaves spaces in between their words. Who can tell me something else that a three-star writer does? Raise your hand if you want to talk to Mrs. Karen. Lindsay, thank you. They first draw a really detailed picture. And I can tell from the picture what the story's about.
What?
Right? Kate, what does a three-star writer do?
Make a story.
They make a story. What direction does their writing go? Show Mrs. Karen. What way do the words go?
They go.
Oh, Braden, come up here. Braden's got it, guys. Watch Braden. He knows which direction a three-star writer goes. Okay? Show on here, friend. See what he did? He knows that three-star writers start on the left and they go to the right. But Braden just showed us the last one. He showed us the last thing, Jake. Look at this. Three-star writers not only go from the left to the right, but when they get to the end, what do? They come down to the next one, but where do they start? And do you know what we call that? They use return sweep. Okay. Now, we've been doing three-star writing, but guess what's going to happen today? Thank you, Brady. You may sit down. Oh, my goodness. Today, we are going to start being four-star writers. Oh, my goodness. Now, here's what a four-star writer does. A four-star writer might not have a picture. But if you want to do a picture when you're doing Writer's Workshop, I would love it. We'd still love to have a picture. But guess what a four-star writer does? Are you ready to hear? I'll know that you're ready to hear because you'll be on your pockets and your arms will be folded. Alexis, be ready to listen. A four-star writer does everything a three-star writer does. A great picture. They go from left to right. They use return sweep, and they have spaces in between their words. But a four-star writer also uses stop signs. I will be happy when school is out. And he used a period. I like to play. Oh, I'll start that again. I like to play with my friends in the summer. Stop. He has a stop sign. It's lots of fun. Stop. He has a stop sign. So Mrs. Karen knows how to read it. Did I see any exclamation points? Let me read it again and see if Mrs. Karen reads it right. I will be happy when school is out. Did I read it right? I like to play with my friends in the summer. Did I read it right? Because it's just a period. It's lots of fun. Period. Did Mrs. Karen read it right? Okay. Remember our book? Remember our book? Will you read with me? And friends, we're going to look at those stop signs. Here we go. Oh. Wait for my ready finger. Ready?
No. Yes. Hey.
Who? You. Me. Now in this book, there are two little boys. And the one boy is just standing there all sad, and the other boy comes up to him and says, "Hey!" And he wants him to be his friend. But the other little boy doesn't understand, so he goes, "Me?" And then the other boy goes, "You!" And he goes, And he asks him to be his friend. Is that something else we can do? Is ask our friends to be with us? Yes. Okay, boys and girls, we are going to write a class book. And I'm so excited. And let Mrs. Karen show you the class book. Here I go. You ready? This is what you have to do. Arms and legs folded, eyes on Mrs. Karen. Go down, Laura. Thank you, friend. Here we go, friends. First, I have to draw a picture. The story, it says, I have a new friend. And you know who I chose for my new friend? I chose Miss Bree. Miss Bree, will you come over here? Because I have to see you to draw you.
All right.
Okay, here's Miss Bree. Will you stand right over there, Miss Bree?
I will.
Okay, and turn and face me. Okay, here she goes, guys. So Miss Bree has cute, cute bangs coming down like this on her head. And she's got a little bun on the side of her head today, and her hair's all curly around like that. And she's got long, floppy earrings on. I love that. I love that about Miss Bree. And she has cute eyes and a nose. And you know what Miss Bree's doing today? She is smiling. Okay, there's Miss Bree. And if I'm writing about my friend, then in my picture I have to have myself too. So here I go. Mrs. Karen's got squiggly curls. And Mrs. Karen has glasses on. And Mrs. Karen has a big smile because what do I have? I have a new friend. Okay, now boys and girls, I need more detail in my picture. But I'm not going to draw it right now because I want you to get busy and show me who your friend is. Thank you, Miss Bree. I have a new friend. Her, so I'm going to circle her. Name is Bree.
B.
B. R. And you know what we know about the end of a word? Do we put an E when we hear an E? We don't. What do we know? Y sometimes, and sometimes, friends, it's an I. We are friends because, I've got to think. Why are Miss Bree and Mrs. Karen friends? I know! I caught one.
Neighbors.
We're not neighbors. She lives in South Jordan, right? And I live in Sandy, so we're not neighbors, but we both like to read. We. Oh gosh, I can't.
W-E.
Well, thank you. You guys know how to spell it, and I forgot, where could I look in this room to find how to spell we? Where could I look?
Up there.
Can you find it, guys? Point to we when you see we on the board. What does
W-E.
what? E. Go show us, Ashton.
W-E.
Ashton's going to show us. W-E. I can look on the...
There.
Oh, actually, honey, that's M-Y. Can you see it right here by Willie the Worm? Ashton, look by Willie the Worm, friend. Right here.
What's this?
W-E. So I can see my signwords up there. Okay, watch Mrs. Karen again. Here I go. Bodies back this way. Eyes on Mrs. Karen. Braden, please. Be with me by 3. 1. Uh-oh, on your pockets, ready by 3. 2. Chase, be with me. And 3. Thank you, friends. We like, now I need my finger space, and friends, in your box you have your spaceman. You can use your spaceman. Like is on our word wall, right by Mary the Lion. We like to read. Uh-oh. We like to read. I've got to put a stop sign.
Stop.
We like to read. Which stop sign do I want?
We like to read.
No, that's not how I read it, friends. We like to read. What do we call the circle one? We call it a period. Oh, I didn't need the second line, Jake. So now I'm going to come down to number 2. I gave one reason that Miss Bree and I are friends. Now I'm down to number 2. You know what? Guess what she does? She smiles at me. When Miss Bree sees me, she makes my heart just so happy because she smiles at me. She, and then I need my space, smiles. I'm going to stretch it out. S-M-I-O. Now that says smil. Silent E. Good job. She smiles at me. Uh-oh. Guess what? She smiles at me. Just a period. Just a period. Izzy? We both teach. We are both teachers. Okay, here I go, and I'm coming clear down to number 3. am I saying?
Period.
We both teach. I'm excited. An exclamation point. Now, boys and girls, when you go back to your seat today, you are going to draw a picture. You're at your new table. And then, Chase, you're going to tell me, write your name, and then you're going to tell me 3 reasons you like that friend. Mr. Josh, Miss Bree, and Mrs. Karen will come around to help you, but guess what we can't do? Oh, guess what we can't do?
Write it.
We can't write it for you, and can we spell it for you, friends? No, we've got to have